Yo, what's up guys, it's Gaming Lodge here, and I wanted to show you what I think is the best locations for grinding. And I wanted to show you guys this because a couple days ago, I posted a video on how to level up from level 1 to 600. And the location I showed you in that video is a good location, but there's actually other locations that you might prefer. I just wanted to show you guys a variety of choices that you might consider. But anyways, let's jump right into this. Alrighty guys, the first location I want to show you is in Hrothgar. If you guys don't know where Hrothgar is, it's right up here. And this location was probably one of my favorites. It's actually the first grinding spot that I've actually used since, the first time I played this game. But it's called the Old Orsinium. Old Orsinium is a great place for grinding leather straps that you get from bears. So as you enter this place, you'll enter a huge load of bears. You'll get this guy right here, and you'll get a bunch of bears down here. So guys, once you have passed all those enemies in this long hallway over here, you'll enter this little exit way right here. You'll see it on your map. It says an arrow right there, but don't miss it. It's kind of hard to see. And then once you approach this area, you'll find this guy, and there's actually a quest to every public dungeon in this game, but this guy right here is where you go if you want to do the quest. And once you have entered this area, you'll find a bunch of enemies like over here. This whole area is filled with just enemies, and there's actually a boss, a big old giant spider. Guys, once you get further on into the dungeon, you'll find a door that looks like this, and when you're in the quest, they'll have you open up this door. There's actually a puzzle that you have to figure out. It's located on this side of the map right there, and this is an arrow right there that leads into another area. You will enter a big old giant room. This is basically a mining section of the Old Orsinium, but you'll enter a big old giant room. This is where you get the real grinding. This is where you have so many enemies, because there's a certain rotation you want to run when you do these dungeons. But yeah, anyways, this is the Old Orsinium. This is where you want to be. This is the gold spot. This is it right here. Anyways guys, let's move on to the next one. The next location I wanted to show you guys is also in Hrothgar, and this cave, this is my favorite. This is my all-time favorite to grind and level up and get money at the same time. This place, the reason why it's my favorite is because, first of all, it has more enemies. It has a bigger cave, and also I tend to find it a cave where you get more loot and you get more money at the same time. But anyways, this cave is located on the far top right left side of Hrothgar, and it's in the same place as Old Orsinium, but it's on the other side of the map. And you'll see this this boss here. You'll see it on the right southeast side of that boss. You'll see it right here. And once you have entered this this dungeon here, you'll see a quest here. I haven't done the quest because I never really cared. I should do it sometime, but you'll see this lady here. This is a quest for this dungeon. And once you have entered this place, you'll see a big old door here. And here, let me show you the map real quick. And you'll have to go through this whole big area. And this place is, like I said, the best place to grind, in my opinion. Very good place. And you want to turn to the left. See all these enemies? You'll see a whole bunch of groups like this, and the nice thing about that is they're all really close, so you can actually grind in huge, big old giant mega groups where you combine a couple groups into one. Alrighty guys, once you have gotten further into the cave, you'll see this big old giant room, huge place. And once you go down into this place, you'll see this huge big old giant platform. Now this is where this is where things happen. This right here is where you probably get the most points and loot out of this whole map. This right here. Because when you do this, I'll show you right here. You can always activate these guys here. Activate your ultimates. Oh, just leveled up. Look at that, guys. See, like I said, look at how much XP I'm getting. 17k XP. Alright, that's just literally 2 groups combined. So what if I combine 4 groups? And when you go further on, you'll see another platform with a boss. And when you kill the boss, you get even more XP. And oftentimes you'll find people in here and you can go grind with them. Yeah, anyways guys, this is my favorite one. But yeah. Alrighty guys, next location I wanted to show you is in Dashan. Now, Dashan has actually a lot of grinding spots. This one here is actually pretty peculiar compared to the other ones you'll find in Dashan. But this one right here, the reason why I chose this one is because specifically it has a Daedric Portal right next to the grinding spot. So every so often you'll see the Daedric Portal spawning in, and then you can run on over there, do the Daedric Portal, and then run all the way back over here and do the grinding spot. So the reason why I like that is that not only you have a bunch of wasps that you can kill and kind of gather up and do all at the same time and kill them, but you also have a lot of enemies, like actual men that you can kill. But this location is probably also one of my favorites. This was actually one of the first grinding spots that I've done besides Old Orsinium. This location has a whole lot of enemies. It's more laid out and spread out. But this one right here, what makes it really good is because of this Daedric Portal right here. And along the coast and along the beach area right here, you'll find some enemies like right here. You'll find some wasp. And what I recommend is if you want to gather up, get a lot of XP, you want to gather up more enemies. Make sure you get the most of the XP. Like what I'm doing right here. Very great way to level up. 11k XP down at the bottom right. This location is very good, and it's actually a really good location. I'd actually start off, if you've never been grinding, those of you who are new to this game, this is a great place to start because it's more of a beginner's grinding spot, and it gives you plenty of XP starting off. And all these locations really are all actually really good for looting and leveling. But the key to leveling when you grind is that you want to gather up all the enemies into one big group if you have a lot of AoE damage. If you don't have a lot of AoE damage, I suggest getting a friend. In fact, I suggest getting a friend even if you do have a lot of AoE damage, because you get 10% more XP when you have a friend with you. But I would not have more than one friend with you, because when you have 3 friends, it actually downgrades the amount of XP that you get. So just be aware of that. But yeah, anyways, let me show you the next location. Alrighty guys, the next location that I wanted to show you is also in Hrothgar. But this place is also a very good place to grind. When you're in this dungeon, this one right here, is because the enemies are all in a big old giant straight circle, and they respawn really quick. So by the time you go all the way around the whole circle area is when all the enemies just all respawn, and they respawn really quick. But yeah, anyways, let me show you. So once you have gotten to this place, you'll enter this big old giant room. And when you enter the big room, you want to go straight forward, and you'll find some 2 orcs here. Fight them off, kill them. Kill them, and then you'll enter, I believe once you get up this area right here, you'll enter this huge room. Now this is gold. this is where you want to be. This is where things get juicy. This is where all your goodies are. And so the nice thing about this dungeon is that all the enemies are very close to each other. So basically what I said is it's a big old oval. You can go in these sections over here. There are enemies, but this is where things get juicy. And this is where all the gold is right here. This is the best spot. And when you go in the store, you can just do this all freaking day. All the enemies you can just gather them up like no problem. And remember guys, when you're grinding, it's nice to have AoE. You want to have AoE. It's actually pretty important to have AoE damage. Otherwise, I don't know what you're doing grinding. But, like I said, you can have a friend with you. Just got 16k experience right there on the bottom, and that's literally only 2 groups. But if you can combine, if you're good at it, you get really good at it, you can combine into a whole bunch of other groups. It's nice. You know, you gotta make sure you know what you're doing, of course. A lot of fun, very fun. But yeah, this is one of my favorite locations also. Remember, these are the top 5 locations that I like that are my favorite. But anyways, let's move on to the next location. The last location I wanted to show you guys is in Grotwood. This location is also more of a beginner's location. But you'll find it in Grotwood, and you'll find it over in this this waystone right here. And this is the area, this is where all the juicy XP is, right here. This is the location. And just so you know, guys know, this place is covered in ghosts. I mean, it is just flooded with ghosts. This location right here is very good, like I said, for beginners. And because there's only groups of 2 people. And you could start off small by doing only 2 groups of 2 people. And the groups of 2 people, and then you can also combine groups once you get more confident and more powerful. So those of you out there who are under the champion ranks, this place is very great for you because there's only groups of 2 people and sometimes groups of 1 person. So the other dungeons I showed you are for people who are a little more powerful and have more powerful AoE, more damage, more advanced, more experience with the game. Those are also good places if you're on solo. But if you have a friend with you, it's a different story. But, you know, you guys would say, you might ask, well, what about the 1 Tamriel patch? Yes, that really helps for grinding, but that only just eliminates the levels. Like I said, you know, a higher level you are in CP, the more powerful you're gonna get, the more DPS you're gonna give out. But the thing is, when you're a lower level and you're not experienced with your front bar or your back bar, then you probably want to start off small and get bigger. But yeah, let me show you a little bit of a demonstration. Gathering up some XP here. I usually just go a couple of groups at a time. Get my buffs out. Okay. And yes, you'll find some friends. Some people are in these locations. They know about them. They're aware of them. $11K experience. There you are. Well, yeah, guys. I really appreciate you guys for watching this video. I really enjoyed making it for you guys, and I put a lot of work into it. But anyways, guys, I would really appreciate it if you leave a like down at the bottom if you enjoyed the video, and if you have not, please subscribe. And it really means a lot to me, and I really think about the people that are watching my videos, and I think about how nice it feels that people love my content and they enjoy it. But anyways, guys, I got some new content coming up soon. I pre-ordered Mass Effect Andromeda, and I'll be making some walkthrough videos on that as soon as it comes out. I'll be showing you guys some gameplay on that once it comes out, and it comes out on March 21st. So stay tuned for that. But anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next video, and peace out. next grinding spot.